When I go to the schools, when I talk to the kids, many kids ask me only one question: what do the trees do? Trees. What is the role of the trees? Trees do many things. They change our lives. They provide food, forage for animals. How much food we get from the forest? Plenty of herbs, plenty of fruits, plenty of animals, plenty of tubers, yam, and animals. Who can feed an elephant? No human um, civilization can feed elephants for a long time. One elephant, temple elephant, it costs so much of money. But thousands of elephants, tigers, lions, the forest feeds them, provides them food. Number two, wood for fuel and construction. Especially in Africa, people depend on forest for cooking, the fuel, especially for construction material to build houses. The third thing is they increase agricultural yields. If you have a forest nearby, when you have trees, they store water during the monsoon times and they release water during the summer times. Summer times it gets very dry, and when you need water, the plants store water in the roots and they release during the dry seasons. And they improve water infiltration and aquifer recharge. They filter water. The roots of the plants, they filter sewage, dirty water, chemical water. Some plants can detoxify even the toxins from the water. And they can charge aquifer, the ground water under the surface. And they protect soils from wind and water erosion. They protect soils, trees. When it rains, the branches block the direct downpour, so they block a blasting on the soil. So soil is protected. Not only that, when water comes, the roots hold the soil so strong and they stop all kinds of erosion. And they transfer, they induce rain clouds, especially Amazon Western Ghats. They don't depend on monsoon rains, they depend on their own terrestrial rains, the same place. They create clouds, they create rain, thunder, shower, everything. So every day there is transpiration around 10 o'clock when the sun comes and the clouds come and gather. By 2 o'clock there is 1 hour shower. So this is transpiration rain. It's not an evaporation rain like a water cycle, hydrological cycle. That is another thing. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff and infiltration. That's another thing. That's hydrologic cycle. This is more of a transpiration. Trees induce, simulate their own clouds and their own rain and their own environment. The last, they give you spiritual energy, not only shade for all, but it gives a shade for the soul. And you go to the wilderness, and that is the place where we find God. And we find God in everything. And we find solitude, we find silence. We retreat because sometimes human civilization gets edgy, boring, tiresome, weary, frustrating, boring, tired. Jesus also calls, get away and come for a while towards wilderness. Jesus went into the wilderness 40 days. Every holy sage, they went to the wilderness. So trees can provide spiritual energy. and enjoy the trees and plant more of them, and thank you and God bless.